now the show is in HD. Sound the alarm. Hey world, so this is the new HD camcorder that I told you about. I'm using it right now, and let's see what kind of resolution we can get with this. I hope the picture is much better than it was with the digital camera. For now on, all the episodes are going to be with this one, and it's very portable. It can fit in your own pocket. You can carry it with you. The only thing is that it's not waterproof, which I will upgrade to another one later on when I go and do, let's say, like swimming or swimming or in the pool or the ocean or wherever you might want to go swimming, or just anywhere with near water for protection. And also another thing, I also included the hottie of the day for today at the beginning of the episode instead of the like middle of the end. That's because I want to try something different to see how many kind of views I'll get. Also, I have a very big announcement. You know how before I had that episode about haters and how I don't like them and everything? Well, I decided that, YouTube is a part of everybody's lives, and it's important to have different opinions from other people. So I decided that change my mind about that. I'm gonna go back to the haters system, and I'm gonna unblock all the haters. And if you want to leave a hating comment, go ahead. I don't care. I'm not gonna do that nonsense before where I block people. I'm older now. I'm 23 now, and I'm starting to think about things that I can improve on myself. So changes are important in my own perspective, and that when you make a change, you should stick with it, and that's what I'm going to do. So from now on, if you are a hater and leave a comment, I will not reply to you. I will just ignore you. So just to let you know about that. So I don't want to make today's episode too long for people. I mean, I've done before 7-minute episodes. I want to keep these episodes from now on shorter than 5 minutes, or maybe even 6 sometimes. But let's get on with the story of the day. Now, the story of the day is, I was going with a friend of mine on the SkyTrain recently, and this guy on the SkyTrain was talking to random people on the SkyTrain, and he was just minding his own business, having a casual conversation with anybody else. But people were afraid to communicate with him because, talking to strangers, like your mom always said, when you're growing up as a little kid, never talk to strangers. That's one of the first rules you learn as you're growing up as a child. Never talk to strangers. But this guy, he sat on the SkyTrain, he started talking to random people, and people just ignored him, and he got upset about it. And he said, like, what kind of world is this? We can't really, live in a society that we can't to talk to random people and just make conversation. And that's because people don't really want us to talk to people who they don't really know. I mean, the internet is a different story. I mean, I make the show to address myself to the people out there in the world. But in person, if I don't know you, I don't really want to talk to you unless you introduce yourself first. Then I'll introduce you to myself afterwards. Then we become friends, and then that's breaks the awkwardness and breaks the ice more, and then makes it so much easier to communicate than just randomly just show up to someone and say, "Hey, how's it going?" I don't know you, but this is what I think about this, and you're like, what the hell is this person? Go away. And that's about how other people think. So my advice to this guy who felt confused and everything, and even people laughed at him because he was so confused, and he walked on the SkyTrain angry as hell, is that don't take it personally. I mean, people just don't feel comfortable to talking to other people. And if you're the one of the person who doesn't feel awkward to talking to someone else you don't know, they just get up from the seat and walk away. This guy clearly is a social person. He enjoys talking to other people, but there are people out there that don't care about who you are, what you don't care who you are, what you do, how much income you make, just like that stuff. And then they personally don't prefer to be approached by other people. It's rare to find these days people that will just randomly just start talking to you, even though random persons to them. But in this society, it's hard to find real friends who connect with. And this guy was not looking for friendship. He's just looking for someone to pass the time with. And on a SkyTrain, when you're traveling from let's say Surrey to like downtown, it's a long ride. You want to have somebody to get along with, to talk to, unless what people do now these days is they put the iPhones in their ears, and they block out any conversation. That's why a lot of guys can't really approach a girl, because she has the earphones. That completely cuts off the whole conversation approachness, because that, she won't hear me, or she's doing it to be not approached by anybody. So just, if you're gonna be approaching somebody randomly, think before a bit. Look around, just see who seems friendly, who doesn't. I mean, today, for example, there's one Asian guy. He passed by, and he just didn't say a word, but he smiled and waved at everybody else. And other people approach that as a nice gesture. I mean, you may not say things, but if you smile and greet somebody in a nice way, some people might approach it as a good way. Some people might approach it as a bad way. Now, like I said, I don't want to make this episode too long, so I may have already made it way too long. It's already 4 minutes as it is. But the question for today is: have you ever been in an awkward position where somebody has approached you and started talking to you out of thin air? If you're interested, in comments in the bottom bar of this video. And until next time, this is AirPod 15.